Google DeepMinds CEO says its next algorithm will eclipse ChatGPT. Google's DeepMind is developing an advanced AI called Gemini. The project is leveraging techniques used in their previous AI, AlphaGo, with the aim to surpass the capabilities of OpenAI's Chat GPT. Project Gemini. Google's AI lab, DeepMind, is working on an AI system known as Gemini. The idea is to merge techniques from their previous AI, AlphaGo, with the language capabilities of large models like GPT-4. This combination is intended to enhance the system's problem-solving and planning abilities. Gemini is a large language model, similar to GPT-4, and it's currently under development. It's anticipated to cost tens to hundreds of millions of dollars, comparable to the cost of developing GPT-4. Besides AlphaGo techniques, DeepMind is also planning to implement new innovations in Gemini. The AlphaGo influence. AlphaGo made history by defeating a champion Go player in 2016 using reinforcement learning and tree search methods. These techniques, also planned to be used in Gemini, involve the system learning from repeated attempts and feedback. Reinforcement learning allows software to tackle challenging problems by learning from repeated attempts and feedback. Tree search method helps to explore and remember possible moves in a scenario, like in a game. Google's competitive position upon completion. Gemini could significantly contribute to Google's competitive stance in the field of generative AI technology. Google has been pioneering numerous techniques enabling the emergence of new AI concepts. Gemini is part of Google's response to competitive threats posed by ChatGPT and other generative AI technology. Google has already launched its own chatbot, Bard, and integrated generative AI into its search engine and other products. Looking forward, training a large language model like Gemini involves feeding vast amounts of curated text into machine learning software. DeepMind's extensive experience with reinforcement learning could give Gemini novel capabilities. The training process involves predicting the sequences of letters and words that follow a piece of text. DeepMind is also exploring the possibility of integrating ideas from other areas of AI, such as robotics and neuroscience, into Gemini. Source: Wired. PSI Runner, ML-powered news aggregator that summarizes with an AI the best tech news. From 50 Media. The Verge. TechCrunch. If you liked this analysis, you'll love the content you'll receive from this tool. I'll believe when I prompt it. Show, don't tell. I'm going to take the XKCD approach. Bet you £50 it won't happen. If I'm right, yay. If I'm wrong, I'll be too excited to care. Too bad they'll never release it to the public. I can see them releasing an extremely dumbed-down version to the public. But Google is very much into the safe approach where they won't give the public anything too powerful. IDKY. Google still doesn't have Bard in Canada while Microsoft has their eye here since launch. Demi and his team deserve the Nobel Prize in Physiology for their work on AlphaFold and protein folding. So I believe they do have the capability to develop such a system. Yeah. All talk at this point. They came with Bard to compete with ChatGPT, and even a monkey gives better answers than it. ChatGPT engineers are probably in a room right now figuring out how many men they can jack off in an hour. I am confused how OpenAI was able to get so far ahead. GPT-2 model weights are publicly available, and I thought they have been pretty public about how they are improving GPT. Maybe Google can use a ChatGPT API key instead of Bard. Google's credibility after Bard's release is all-time low. AlphaZero Go was a great breakthrough but not related to LLM. Hey people. One thing you should know about Demi is that he gets shit done. They set out to solve protein folding. It was thought to be impossible at the time. And they did. They set out to be the best at Go. It was thought to be impossible at the time. And they did. They set out to be the best at StarCraft. And they did. The goal of DeepMind was AGI long before OpenAI even existed. Once more they'll get it done. It's just a matter of time. It's a Google product. It will fail to find market traction for some reason and be shut down within a year. Hundreds of millions? You mean like as much as a MCU movie? www bow wow www. Hope so. I'm not actually partial to ChatGPT. And I don't think it's economical to charge more and more when Google can probably do it cheaper. Using ASICs instead of NVIDIA GPU. Here's to hoping for more than 25 requests every 3 hours. And cheaper than $20 a month. Censorship will be off the hook. Let me have a look through my Google Glass. Google blah blah blah. Hey Google, let us prompt it, or just shut up and learn from OpenAI. Google is such a greedy company that takes full advantage of them forever. I am saying this as a digital marketing manager. Recently they are trying to hide every data as much as possible. I'm sure ChatGPT's next algorithm will do the same. Sure Google. And I also heard Elon Musk can kick Zuckerberg's ass. But we gotta wait till his mum says it's okay. Yeah. Bard is terrible. I'll reserve judgment until I see proof. I think Google could put something out right now that would blow the whole world of computing out of the water. They were caught off guard with the release of OpenAI. Bard was quite disappointing. Show don't tell. Google Bard is more helpful than GPT-4, in my opinion. These cooks have been releasing hype articles for years now, still no actual product. People have no idea. But Google knows that they are a nobody in front of ChatGPT. Google literally begs OpenAI to give them a peek of what they are working on. Nobody can win this race of AI against OpenAI. The devs at OpenAI can't be brought even if you give them $1 trillion. Would those companies ever come into a situation where they will use AI to destroy each other? Economically, an example might be a company employing cyber espionage to steal proprietary algorithms and training datasets, or maliciously sabotaging competitor systems to cause functional or reputational damage. Legislation should be in place to explicitly prevent and penalize such actions. OpenAI is certainly already also working on self-play and probably has a very significant head start than Google, as well as stronger foundational models. Incorporating self-play isn't a novel or new idea. Ilya Sutskever even talks about LLM self-play in an interview with Friedman many years ago. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it. Whatever Google cooks, there are millions of cult member waiting in the queue to buy and eat. Ooh googly did, yeah, I agree. Gemini is best dude.